from what you started with, which I love, just a basic setup with a swag and no fridge, to what you have now behind us, which is not any of those things. You have everything that opens and shuts on this car.
Yeah.
Like, what was your sort of progression through that? Was it like, what made you want to get out of a swag and into a rooftop tent? Did you go straight from the swag to the rooftop?
I think that was just the next progression, just because I actually don't mind sleeping in a swag. Honestly, if I had to sleep on the floor, like I would be, I'm quite an easy sleeper. Swag was fine, but when you're traveling every single day, setting up a swag compared to just popping open a tent. Also, the fact, which not really too big of a deal, but maybe a little bit, up in Cape York where I love to spend a lot of time, there are crocodiles.
Yes.
And I do like camping and fishing near rivers. So being in a rooftop tent is definitely a safer option as well. But I would probably say also for room in the tub that I had, because in the back of the HiLux tub, I had all my boxes, plastic boxes full of all my stuff, all my kitchen stuff. So where am I going to put a swag? I may as well just put a rooftop tent I had on top of a roof rack, tub rack on the back.
Yeah, sweet.
It was a pretty basic setup, but it did the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, travelled in that for quite a while. I did a full lap of Australia in that, actually. That was my lap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And in like what was a pretty basic car, and would you say you had sort of limited four-wheel driving experience when you started that?
Yeah, big time. I just learned everything as I go. I got stuck on the beach a fair few times in that car. Some of the times, like, it was actually quite serious. I thought I was going to lose the car.
Yeah.
But it's all just character building, and it's also learning as well. Now I know to do things a lot different, and I feel like you learn the car as you go too. And yeah, I just sort of learnt everything as I went. I did do a fair bit of four-wheel driving in that towards the end. Obviously, I did a lot of beach driving. I went out to Steep Point, like the most western point. I did the tally track was that this year or last year? Oh, last year I did the tally track. I handled everything pretty well. And yeah, I just wanted a bigger, I'm sort of jumping a step here, but I did need a bigger setup because I want to do a lot more of the remote outback tracks. So I need more fuel, more water.
Yep.
And it's just like, this is pretty much a bigger HiLux.
Yeah, 100%. And like, you do start to get to the limits of the capability of the vehicle, not in terms of like wheeling, but just in terms of load carrying capacity. Right?
And after that full lap of Australia in the tub setup, obviously if you've gone anywhere out of the major cities and you start going that red dirt, it gets everywhere. So the whole back of my tub was fully filled with red dirt.
You cannot seal them.
Yeah, so I did definitely need a tray and canopy to continue. I didn't need one, but I wanted a tray and canopy to continue to travel and not have to worry about all my stuff getting completely filled with red dirt.
Yeah, look, I get it. Even my wagon, which is sitting behind us here, is full of red dirt currently because I still haven't cleaned it proproperly since Cape York.
Yeah, it probably won't come out. You'll find it everywhere.
There's still dirt in there from the Simpson Desert 5 years ago. So like, it's all part of the character of the vehicle, right? And you pull something off the car and you're like, there's a bit of the Simo. Like, it's kind of a cool memory.
Yeah.
But I had a dual cab with a tub and a canopy on it, and the tub you cannot seal it.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Did you have a canopy on the tub?
When I say canopy, like a plexiglass.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that, to be honest, because you can...
They're pretty crap.
Yeah, but then you can seal up all your stuff.
Yeah, it still doesn't seal.
No?
Like, yeah, that was a big part of when we started using that more and more. It was like, it gets full of dirt, it gets full of mud. It's just kind of, it's not the best setup.
Yeah,
but again, like, you can still get out there and use it, right?
Yeah,
you don't need to have the best of everything. But what you've built here is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And this is a new car, right?
Yeah, this is a new car. I actually really loved the HiLux. I probably would have kept the HiLux for longer, but I do like driving automatic, and I'm pretty used to driving and full driving automatic. So when they bought this car out, because I got the 2.8, not the V8, it's pretty much just a bigger HiLux. So I'm interested to see how it goes because obviously I've got a lot more weight on this vehicle compared to the HiLux, but this is a touring rig. Like I'm not really doing anything hectic in this. Or maybe not yet, but I probably will down the track.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope like we're talking about before we started filming, right? Like it's great fun until you have to pay to fix it.
Yeah. And when that's your home, like I'm not going to go and... I didn't even do gunshot in the HiLux. I was tempted. Maybe I would have done that if I knew I was going to buy this. But when it's your home on wheels, you don't really want to take it anywhere too hectic hectic and have big issues, because then that's going to stop me from traveling for like an extended period of time, which I don't want.
And it's a cost, right?
Yeah, and also, the money.
Yeah, so, and especially for you, not only can you not travel, not film content, but then you've got to spend heaps of money to fix it. It's kind of like, you've got to weigh up.
You know what would fix that?
What's that?
An endless supply of money.
Well, that is true. An endless supply of money
Back to the first question.
Fix that. That is true. How have you found going from the Lux to a 79? Like in terms of the driving experience of it?
I was a little bit nervous to drive it straight away. It definitely feels bigger to drive.
It is big. Driving up here behind you, I was like, it's a massive car.
It is a big car, but I mean, I drove it from Melbourne to Sydney, so I feel like I've sort of got used to it now. I do really like driving, or I like driving in general, but I do really like driving this car. The only thing is the turning circle.
Oh, it doesn't have one.
I had to do lucky there was no one behind me, but I went to do a U-turn, it was yesterday, and I didn't make it. I was like, reverse back.
The first time I drove a 79, I think I had my 80 then, and like an 80's just like a car, it's just a big car. I got in my mate's 79 and tried to do a U-turn in a place that I always do U-turns in my 80, and I'm like, lol, I got halfway around this corner and I'm like doing a 3-point turn in the middle of the road going, what is wrong with this car? And he's like, oh, it's just how they are.
Yeah, I didn't realise that at all. I mean, I will definitely get it tuned eventually, but I actually do want to see how it goes as is and just test out the same engine as the HiLux in a bigger, I guess, heavier car.
And going from like an independent front end to a solid axle front end, have you noticed the difference? Like, is it less comfortable?
It's hard to say.
Really?
I mean, I feel like it's quite comfortable in itself. Obviously, driving a Land Cruiser compared to a HiLux, the HiLux is probably comfier to drive.
Yeah.
But I mean, much of a much. Yeah. I haven't fully gone full driving in it yet. I'm going to do that this week. I mean, I did a few river crossings and that, but it's nothing too crazy.
I saw some videos of what you were doing. For a lot of people, that would be considered quite extreme. So, like, it's all relative, right?
Yeah,
like,
true.
there's some deep river crossings.
Yeah, there were some deep river crossings, but the bottom was hard. Like, if that's like sand or something that I'm going to get stuck in, I feel like that's more hardcore full driving. I didn't feel scared going through any of the crossings or anything.
Down there's those big river rocks, eh?
Yeah, straight across it. But I think because I have got stuck on the beach so many times, I really want to take this thing on the beach ASAP, just to tick it off, because I want to get the feel of this car. Because with the HiLux, I would just put the throttle controller on and I would just bounce across everything towards the end. Like, it was a very light car. This, I don't know how I've just got to test out how to drive it, because obviously it is a lot heavier.
Do you know what it weighs?
The GVM's 4.2.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you'd be under that, I would hope, but it would weigh a lot.
I think it would be under that. I do want to weigh it on a weigh bridge. But I mean, people go on the beach with caravans and
100%.
camper trailers all the time.
I
just need to tick it off for me.
What's the one thing you reckon that you learned in terms of like full driving? So from going from like not really knowing what you're doing to then going, I'm going to drive around Australia in this thing. Like, what was one thing that you learned that really helped you?
Oh, I feel like I still don't really know what I'm doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I learn every time I get in my car.
I honestly think the difference between, I don't know if this answers the question, but the difference between back then and now is I know very minimal mechanical stuff. If something basic happened on the car, like obviously change a tire or something very basic, I can figure out how to do that. If it's anything too severe, I've got no idea. That's why I buy new cars. I bought the HiLux new, I bought this new. But the thing with now that I didn't have back in 2023 is there's Starlink. So if I do touch wood, it gets stuck somewhere, or if something really bad happens, one, I can YouTube, see if I can do it myself. I've obviously got a lot of gear on me. I've got tools. Or two, I can phone a friend. Or even better, three, if I really need help, someone can come get me. Where when you're on the gib or... there was times there, that first lap I did, where I didn't have service for like 5 or 6 days,